retailers.
Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Milwaukee Brewers TV is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. It's the Nationals and the Brewers. It's game one of a three-game series, and we celebrate Wisconsin the Wisco way. Brewers debut the City Connect uniforms. We'll call it the State Connect the rest of the way. Uniforms that celebrate this great state. You'll see them all weekend, and then you'll see them every Friday home game after this weekend. We're looking forward to it. Aaron Ashby, the starter. He'll give way to Chad Patrick. And we're set for baseball. Hi, everybody. Brian Anderson along with Bill Schroeder. We'll hear from Sophia Minard in just a moment. And my first game back, our 20th year together, Rock. It is always a joy to be in your presence, my friend.
Man, it's awesome. It's going by really fast. It seems like only 20 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
Underwater.
I knew there was something in there.
No.
It's always great to be with you,
great,
and
yeah.
we're going to have a great season this year. Brewers already off to a terrific start. 5-1 was their record on the original homestand. Interesting pitching dynamic here tonight with Ashby as the opener and then Chad Patrick.
Yeah, the Brewers, with all the off days they've had, have been able to shake up the starting rotation. Sproat's not going to be in the rotation initially. He's actually worked in the bullpen here tonight, but Aaron Ashby's going to get the start. The Nationals are very heavy left-handed in their lineup, and they score a lot of runs in the first inning, the most in all of baseball, 13 runs in the first inning. So Pat Murphy wants to get Ashby, whether it's 1 or 2 innings, who knows. But Chad Patrick's going to get the lion's share of the work. He picked up a win in his first game. That was the game one in that Kansas City game. 5 innings, no runs. He's been outstanding. We'll see what he's got in store for this left-handed hitting lineup for the Washington Nationals here tonight.
Well, the pitching is always on point. Obviously, the Brewers changing up their rotation a little bit as well. Kyle Harrison gets the ball tomorrow. Brandon Woodruff gets the ball on Sunday. We're going to break out Dirt Cam tonight. Justin Vernon. Bon Iver is going to be with us in the booth. Bill Schroeder's here, our 20th year together. We don't get together as often as we used to, but it's always a blast when we do. The City Connects, the Wisco way. Lineups, first pitch coming your way next. Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. And by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Subs. We believe in better.
Your home is an extension of who you are. Designing it should feel
Hi, everybody, and welcome inside the booth here at Miller Park. Brian Anderson along with Bill Schroeder. What a great opening day in America.
I'll tell you what, everybody around Milwaukee and Wisconsin has heard a lot about this young, talented ball club. Now it's time to really do it for real.
Ben Sheets with a complete game. A two-hitter. How about that performance, folks? On the ground, a chance here. Durham to Hardy to first. Yes! The Brewers win! Yes! Sabathia, a complete game. Raise a glass, Milwaukee.
What a game. My goodness.
On the ground, Council. And there it is, Trevor Hoffman. A milestone, number 600. What a moment here at Miller Park. Way to go, Trevor. Ball game over. Regular season over. The best record in the major leagues belongs to the 2025 Milwaukee Brewers.
It has been a special season. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of great memories.
Oh, what a run it's been, and the memories. We just aged together. We just grew up together, and Rockets our 20th season together, and watching that montage. And thanks, Brent Reeland and all the folks in the truck for putting that together. It just gets me emotional a little bit.
It seems like it's just yesterday that we did that little interview in the conference room, and we were figuring out who was going to be the play-by-play guy to
the
replace
audition.
Darren Sutton, and then all of a sudden 20 years. Thank you for hanging with me for 20 years.
Oh, man, it's been the honor of my life, and nobody's been more impactful on me than you, partner, and I appreciate all you've done. And now we're going to have a great time in 2026. Can't wait to get it started. Sophia's here as well. She's put together over a decade with us as well. Matter of fact, a lot of our crew here, we've all been together for so long. That guy has not been around very long. Blake Butera, first-year skipper of the Washington Nationals at 33 years of age. He's the youngest manager in Major League Baseball, youngest manager in baseball since the early 70s. And his batting order is brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. James Wood, Curtis Mead, Dalen Lyle make up the top of the order, with House, Abrams, and familiar face Joey Weimer in the middle. Luis Garcia, Yorbit Vivas, and Keibert Ruiz rounding out the starting nine for the Nats. First matchup against a National League team the Brewers have faced this year, and Aaron Ashby, Rock, is going to be the opener today.
Yeah, not sure how long he's going to go. 1-2 innings, we'll see, but he's 3-0. He won 2 games. on the last road trip. He's been throwing the baseball extremely well. He made one start a year ago. Last appearance for Aaron was in Boston on Wednesday, threw a scoreless inning. Let's check out the Landmark Credit Union defense behind Ashby here today. Got Perkins, Mitchell, and Freelick in the outfield. Rengifo, Bowers on the corners, Hamilton and Terang up the middle, and William Contreras behind home plate.
All right, all the pieces in place. We're ready to go. Our first pitch presented by Aurora Healthcare. As James Wood leads off, Ashby puts a stinger in there at 97 miles an hour, and off we go. James Wood, the 6'6" right fielder, one of the faces that the Nats will build their program around moving forward. Got off to a 3-1 start, did the Nats. They've dropped 7 of their last 8, however.
And they've been swinging the bats pretty well. They've been very effective in the first inning, scoring a league high 13 runs in the first inning. One of the reasons why Pat Murphy is going with Ashby here in the first.
They score a lot of runs and they give up a lot of runs. And they give up a lot of home runs as well. Brewers swept the Nationals in the season series last year. That one just missed. Dirk Cam debuts tonight.
Oh, I love that.
If you wave, we can kind of see in the background there, Rock. 3-2 the count.
I'd say James Wood's been swinging a hot bat. 7 for 15 in his last 4 games.
He's only 23 years of age. Incredibly athletic right fielder. Improving defensively. He is a major threat at the plate. He can run too, and that ball scalded into center field. Back on it and over his head. Mitchell's going to have to play this one off the wall. Woods into second base. It's a leadoff double.
I like to see the exit velocity on that. That ball was smoked. Kind of had a knuckling effect as it got out there into center field. 116 miles an hour off the bat.
That's his hardest hit ball of the year. He just had a batted ball at 116 on Wednesday against St. Louis. So he's had back-to-back games where he is among the major league leaders at exit velocity, and he hammered that one. So a lead runner at second. Here's Curtis Mead now, the Nats first baseman. Mead with 1 homer. He's driven in 3. We'll see how long Ashby's going to be able to go in this opening role. Obviously, Pat Murphy, if he's pitching well, would like to have him out there for multiple innings. Pretty easy formula for the Brewers manager. If everything goes according to plan, you get Ashby through a couple of innings, Patrick goes 5 or 6, and then you turn it over to that great bullpen, whether it's Uribe or McGill or Zerpa, and try to get back into the win column.
Just about every one of the guys in the bullpen have been outstanding so far. 6 hitters going to hit left-handed for the Nationals.
And a base hit into center field. James Wood around third, going to try to score. Mitchell's throw comes all the way in, and in to score is Wood. Mead goes to second on the throw. It's an RBI single, and the Nats come out swinging here tonight. It's 1-0.
Once again, a first inning run. That's 14 for the Nationals this year in the first inning. Leading all of baseball. Fastball up out over the plate. And Mead gives it a pretty good swing, level of swing, and Brewers going to have to play from behind.
See it all unfold on Wirecam, brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Back-to-back hits. Here is Dalen Lyle. They try to neutralize this Nationals heavy left-handed offense using the opener in Ashby, and they strike right away. The Nats still built their lineup for the bulk pitcher, which is Chad Patrick, typically a starting pitcher. So there are 5 left-handers and a switch hitter in the 9-man Nationals batting order.
Yeah, both teams are heavy left-handed today, big time.
1 ball, 1 strike on Dalen Lyle. Fly ball into left, that's playable. And Perkins puts it away, and Ashby has recorded his first out. Let's see if he can settle in now. Chad Patrick given a lot of time to go through his steps to warm up.
Looks like it's 1 and out for Ash.
Under the watchful eye of Charlie Green. Brewers have utilized the opener to great effectiveness in the postseason. They have been a team to use the opener quite often through the years. Here's Brady House. Another one of the terrific young players, part of their future as well. Former first-round draft pick. Curtis Mead at second. Drove in the game's first run. And that one's by him. Good fastball at 97. Ashby has electric stuff. He's done the opener bit before, Rock. You do wonder, though, early in the season. He's been pitching effectively in the bullpen. Changes the role.
They had pitched 3 times on the most recent road trip. Got a couple of wins in those 3 appearances.
Two and two the count on Brady House. Off to a good start for the Nats. Hitting for a high average, couple of homers, 5 RBIs. OPS at 850. He's late on it. Fastball humping up to 98 that time. Murph looks good in his City Connects. Got the Wisco hoodie on.
Yeah.
It's a cool night in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the panels are closed, but still cool inside. Remember, they can only heat it up about 20 degrees inside here. So you'll see the shirt sleeves, long sleeves, the mango undershirt for Ashby.
And Heathrow looking good.
Got the good socks going.
Yeah.
The sunset socks. 3-2 to House. And ring him up. Called strike 3. Mark Wegner said so, the crew chief.
Yeah, borderline, right? Yeah, but no challenge by House. He's been swinging a pretty good bat as well. A little early in the game to be challenging. That was right on the edge.
At 99 miles an hour. Ashby getting loose quickly. Here's C.J. Abrams now. That gets away from Contreras, and over to third goes Mead. That'll be a wild pitch. C.J. Abrams. He is centering the headlines for the Nats this year with the question of how long will he be a Washington National this year. A lot of teams would be interested in his services if the Nationals don't play their way into contention. That ball's driven into right center. That is going to get down. And a base hit. Abrams on his way to second. Throw comes in late. And the third hit of the inning. The Nationals strike for 2 runs here. Abrams with his 15th RBI. He's off to a blistering start this season.
Yeah, 12 for 36 in his last 36 at bats. I mean, he's been swinging a hot bat. Lefty versus lefty. You know, Wood hit one pretty hard against Ashby, a left-hander, and now Abrams connects with a bullet out there in the gap. These guys can swing it. I mean, they're young. I mean, they can swing the bat.
One of the top run scoring teams in the majors coming into play tonight. Here's Joey Wiemer. Got a nice hand as he was introduced.
Boy, Joey got off to a great start. Kind of cooled off a bit recently.
Did a number on the Chicago Cubs in that opening series. Joey came up in the Brewers organization, made it to the big leagues in 2023. Great athlete. And he's hoping he has found a home. He's playing center field tonight. Look at that start. 440 is the batting average. OPS over 1,200, closer to 1,300.
Yeah, he reached base safely in his first 10 plate appearances this year. A walker a hit. That's pretty hot coming out of spring training.
Brewers drafted him in the pandemic. And that one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And did Weimer challenge? No, he's taking a timeout. You have to request a challenge with a tap on the helmet. So you can't just do it verbally.
Clearly in the strike zone.
While umpires are encouraging players to do it verbally while they tap on their helmet, if that's how they choose to challenge. Here's a 2-2 and a little half swing. He goes, and a strikeout and stalemate. Weimer touches the glove to secure the K. A couple of runs come in. 2 strikeouts for Ashby, but 2 runs on 3 hits for the Nationals.
Dad.
Nothing outshines a blue moon.
Brewers TV is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Roof is closed on a chilly Friday night in Milwaukee. 2-0 Nats. They jumped out to the early lead as we take a look at the Potawatomi Sportsbook batting order for Pat Murphy. Bryce Terang back in his leadoff spot. He's been off the last 3 days, missing 2 games. Ankle injury. William Contreras, Christian Yelich will be the first 3 to hit against the control specialist Jake Irvin.
Yeah, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts in his first 9 innings. 1-1. He made 33 starts a year ago and racked up 180 innings. Pretty dependable right-hander out in that starting rotation. 0-5 career against the Brewers. Earned run average at about 6.5 against Milwaukee.
Good to see Bryce Terang back in the starting lineup. So he's been dealing with an injury to his left ankle. Sophia's going to have more on that a little bit later. But the Brewers took the conservative approach coming off the World Baseball Classic as Terang draws the walk, and we'll see how active he is on the bases.
Well, let's check out our Miller Time game plan. Jake Irvin has had a miserable time against the Brewers in his career. 0-5, as I talked about, a 6.5 earned run average. He's given up a ton of homers, over 30 home runs a year ago, the most in all of baseball. Let's see if the Brewers can hit some long balls today.
Here is William Contreras. Nats pitching staff gives up a ton of home runs, high walks and high homers. They've allowed 24 homers already in just 12 games.
Yeah, Irvin gave up 38 home runs a year ago. Tons. Of course, he did make every one of his starts, 33 of them.
Position player grouping much more ahead for the Nationals than the pitchers at this point. That's what Rock was touching on those last 6 games. 1 ball, no strikes. William Contreras in the number 2 spot tonight. Nats have a feeling that Terang may be on the go. That would be a great sign. Just an indication that his ankle is healthy. I talked to Bryce before the game at the cage, and he said he feels good. Said he needed those couple of days off. Probably could have played on Wednesday. Felt like if it was a late pennant race scenario or playoff games, he wouldn't even have missed a game. But it's early. It was cold in Boston.
It was really cold, wasn't it?
Brewers dropped the last 2 in that series and split the road trip after a 5-1 start on the homestand. So Milwaukee coming in here 8-4, sitting in first place in the Central, and they like to keep it that way.
Finally playing in a National League team.
It's crazy, isn't it, the way the season started? Little half swing, he goes, and a called strike 3 anyway, and Contreras is rung up. A walk and a strikeout for Irvin to start his night.
Irvin pitched pretty well in his first start against the Cubs. Last time out against the Dodgers, 4 innings, 6 runs. There's that breaking pitch right on the outside corner.
Here's Yelich now. He's the designated hitter tonight. Brewers have a very fast and skilled outfield tonight with Perkins, Mitchell, and Frelick, and Yelich is in as the DH. Second disengagement. He can throw over there one more time, but he has to record it out. Otherwise, it's a ball.
You got to pick him off.
And Yelich looks at a ball high.
And Contreras, who just struck out, the only guy against this Irvin tonight for the Brewers is going to be batting right-handed. Everybody else lefty.
Six lefties, 2 switch hitters in the lineup for Milwaukee. The Brewers are heavy left-handed, not by choice. In the absence of Jackson Chourio and Andrew Vaughn, Sophia will have updates on those 2 as well. Sophia is brushing up quickly on all the medical terminology. She's got a lot on her plate with the Brewers injury situation. It is a good thing, Rock, that the Brewers are hobbled, dealing with injuries. On the pitching side, Quinn Priester and Jared Koenig, and yet they're off to an 8-4 start.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to have injuries, now's the time to do it, right? Not down the stretch.
Terang does take off, swing and a miss, throw to second, and not in time. Terang swipes second base.
Nothing wrong with that ankle.
See if the Nationals want to challenge the call. Thumbs up from Butera means play on.
And pretty good throw. A lot of guys, you see the new trend in trying to throw guys out at second base. Throw it to the right side of the bag to make that tag a little bit easier for the shortstop, second baseman.
24 for Milwaukee. They lead by a good margin in the stolen base race. Nationals are going to be a team that steal a lot of bases as well as a team. They've got some burners on their side. Two and two. Terang well decked out. Appropriate colors. Mango everywhere. And Yelich takes a called strike 3 and about face. That one just caught the edge. And back-to-back strikeouts for Jake Irvin.
Yeah, the first 4-seam fastball to Yelich. Other ones have been cutters. See him maybe waiting for that ball to break in on him. Just did not do it. That was a 4-seam fastball.
Oh, runner at second. You'd love to pick him up. Here's Garrett Mitchell. Off to a great start. Mitchell manning center field just about every day at this point of the schedule. Brewers want to roll him out there to see what he can do if he's healthy and available. Right, left, whatever is required. So much so that an accomplished center fielder in Blake Perkins is in left field tonight. Both Mitchell and Perkins are elite defensive center fielders. throw Frelick in that mix as well. All of them came up as center fielders.
Not a whole lot's going to be hitting the outfield grass with those three in the outfield. These guys can cover a ton of ground.
Mitchell with 13 RBIs across the first 12 games of the year, and he's got a good eye, draws the walk. Mitchell is aboard. 2 on now here in the first, both via the walk. Ball for Feltko, presented by Feltko. And it's first and second for Jake Bauers. Jake went from platoon player to almost everyday player. Certainly enjoying the playing time in the at-bats.
Sometimes in the outfield.
Tonight Jake's at first base. Hot start, cooled somewhat since.
Amazing spring training, 7 homers.
He'd love to connect on one right here. Flip the scoreboard. Brewers have had a knack of answering in their half of the inning immediately following their opponent's scoring.
Do a good job coming back from deficits. They've done it a bunch.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bauers looks at a strike go by. Wisconsin lottery leaderboard. Gary Sanchez with 3 homers. Jake Bauers has popped a couple.
A lot of breaking pitches so far from Irvin. Cutters, sliders, curveballs. He's throwing a changeup.
He's had 1 good start, 1 bad start. Minnesota native. He is a high volume strike thrower, 55% strike percentage, which is 3rd in the majors coming into play. Small sample size, but typical to his career numbers as a strike thrower. 2-2 the count on Bauers. 2 on. And Bauers works the count full, so it'll be traveling time here for Terang and Mitchell. Anything in a gap or down the line with the speed of those 2 players could put 2 on the board here. Full count, 2 outs in the first. Runners go. Bauers, high fly ball, deep right field, way gone. 3-run jack for Jake, and the Brewers flip the scoreboard immediately.
Well, he does give up a ton of homers, 38 of them last year, and Bauers got a slider. A lot of breaking stuff out of Irvin so far in the first.
Number 3 for Jake Bauers.
428 feet.
And it felt like it was 428 feet high as well. Majestic, towering fly ball homer.
A hanger just spun up there, kind of a cement mixer, right? It spins, doesn't move, way back. Ooh.
Jake Bauers was hitless against Jake Irvin in his career. 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. And he got a lot of it back with 1 swing of the bat. Luis Rengifo fouls that one back. It's 1-2.
Just a bad pitch. Slider didn't do anything, and he hammered it.
Rengifo's going to use his timeout. Batters get 1. Most hitters use them with 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. Rengifo takes a ball. Bauers' home run is first since March 31st against the Rays. And the 2-out run production continues to be a big story with this Brewers team. 41 now to jump to the top of the Major League leaderboard. Nationals are on that board as well.
You're never out of an inning, ever.
And Rengifo fouls that one back.
Jake Bowers likes the City Connect jersey.
Oh man,
feeling good about it.
You'll wear them again tomorrow.
I like it.
We'll have to put ours on. And it's ball 4. The third walk of the inning. Remember, this is a control pitcher, and he's nibbling around the edges. He's going to draw a visit from Simon Matthews, the young pitching coach, the 30-year-old pitching coach of the Nats. Long inning here, 31 pitches, 3 runs are in. A reminder for every Brewers RBI this year, the Northwestern Mutual Foundation is funding 5 hours, equivalent to $250 of childhood cancer research. Northwestern Mutual and the Brewers proud to partner in curing childhood cancer.
Yeah, Irvin came into the game. First 2 starts, 3 walks. He's walked 3 here in the first.
And he's facing Sal Frelick, number 7 hitter in the Brewers lineup. Jumps on the first pitch, pops it up. House puts it away, and the inning is over. But Jake Bowers delivers an early highlight here tonight in the City Connects. 3-run blast, Brewers in front. 3-2 Milwaukee as we go to the second.
Got you. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
Jake Bowers hits a home run in the first inning. Now with 3-2 lead for Aaron Ashby in Milwaukee. Our Gruber Law offices called to the clubhouse. The Brewers shuffling their pitching plans in regards to the matchup here with the Washington Nationals and the number of lefties in the Nats lineup. So they are skipping the righty, Brandon Sproat's turn. He made clear, Pat Murphy made clear, that Sproat long-term will continue to be in the starting rotation. However, for now, he's going to be out there in the bullpen. They are going with Chad Patrick following the opener with Aaron Ashby tonight. Then they're going to tomorrow go with another lefty in Kyle Harrison, followed by Brandon Woodruff, and the team is off on Monday as well. So because of the matchup, the off day, they have some flexibility. Pat Murphy saying, and he uses this phrase a lot, we're just threading the needle with our pitching staff right now and trying to create favorable matchups. But made clear that Sproat's role here will be in the starting rotation.
Yeah, with all the off days, I think that might be good for Sproat. I mean, maybe work out of the bullpen a couple of times, maybe work out some issues that he's having. And we've seen it in the past with some of the Brewers starters. You know, bullpen work can really get a guy going. You take Corbin Burns, I mean, when he came up,
Sure.
right? I mean, the bullpen was a spot where he really shined. And then he was able to figure it out as a starter. So maybe that's going to get him going.
Well, Brandon Woodruff was in the same boat. Aaron Ashby has gone back and forth between both roles. So for Sproat, just trying to stick in the big leagues, and we're going to see Woodruff, as Sophia mentioned, on Sunday. Sproat's happy to do whatever role he can get right now. He'd prefer to be a starter, and that's his ultimate goal, but you take him where you can get him. Ashby starts the inning with a backwards K of Garcia. I'm sure Sproat will enjoy bullpen life down there. That's a whole different world out there.
Nice and calm, relaxed out there in the pen.
You spent a lot of years down there in that bullpen.
I did. Grab some seeds, maybe, you know, some chewing gum, do something down there, just kind of relax. And everybody knows when their role is going to be called. Not everybody's, you know, on point all game long. Sproat might be a guy that might be called on early in tonight's game. Who knows? And a guy like McGill, Uribe, these guys don't even pay much attention to what's going on until about the 7th inning.
They'd like to know what's going on in the Supper Club.
Yeah.
Breaking that out for the Wisco way. One hopper. Yorbit Vivas bounces out. And 2 men are out. I noticed they brought up a cocktail for you here, Rock. I mean, I'm always encourage you to drink when we're on the air. It's called the Bobber. It's
This is mean, by the way, to sit this thing in front of me, you know, during the game.
Yeah. Well,
you know, the ice is going to be gone by the end of the game, and I'm gonna. It's like I'm doing all I can to not drink it.
You know, I think there is a hole in the bottom of it, so I think you'll be fine.
Well, I had to taste it just a bit.
It's the Door County simple syrup.
Yeah.
It's old-fashioned, but the Bobber way. You like the little logo, the Bobber?
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to make flags. You know, my flag, the City Connect flag with the grill.
Out on the compound?
Yeah.
On the stately manner of Bill Schroeder?
I've gone through like 3 of them. The wind has really beat them up pretty badly, so I need something new. So, yeah, the Bobber, it's really good. You know, the only place that I've ever had an old-fashioned that's any good is Wisconsin.
Well, it's different in Wisconsin.
It is.
Just like everything else, which is why everything's better in Wisconsin.
But this, even the glass is fantastic.
You know what?
This is
why don't you stop staring at it and just drink it?
I'd like to.
You're just holding it like.
It just goes against everything that I believe in.
Just drink it. Yeah, okay.
This is going home with me, this Bobber glass. I need about 3 more of them, though.
I'll tell you what, wink, wink, we'll have Renee pour it out and then give you the glass.
I'm not saying I'm not drinking it, but after the game. I hope we're not on the post-game show because this is going to get guzzled.
What do we got to do to get some treats from the Supper Club up here? That's our goal.
Right.
Soften the landing of that Bobber cocktail for you.
Some great food here at the ballpark. It's getting better every year.
Here's a 3-1 and a hot one on the ground. Rengifo bobbles. He's got time and scooped out of there by Jake Bowers. How about Bowers having a night already? 3-run homer. Made a nice play defensively and just picked that one out of the dirt from Rengifo. Inning is over. Good shutdown by Ashby. Oh, Supper Club. We're coming.
Hey, tomorrow 5 lucky fans will take home a signed Miz Bobble. Just be one of the first 25,000 fans through the gates, and yours could be autographed courtesy of Toyota. Grab your seats now at brewers.com/tickets.
It's a perfect amount of flames on there. Check it out, Rock. Did you see the back of this bobblehead?
Yeah, it says property of Vinny.
Did you see that? Property of Vinny. Who's Vinny?
You know what? That means nothing. That right there, property of Vinny, means nothing.
Blake Perkins, a fly ball to left, down toward the line. Lyle makes a catch that actually came back into fair territory. And Perkins is retired. This is like swag central up here. My first game back, and there's jerseys hanging up. There's cocktails being served. Supper Club has a whole buffet back there.
A lot has changed since I left.
There's bobbleheads everywhere. Goodness, Rock.
It's not me. I just work here.
Here's David Hamilton now on the first pitch. Fouls it back. Hamilton on base in 6 consecutive games. And on base in 8 of his first 9 games in his return to the Brewers. San Marcos, Texas. That's between Austin and San Antonio. Fun fact with David Hamilton, my high school coach was his high school coach.
Is that right?
All those years later. Huh. Bruce Webb.
So he was around a while, huh?
You've met him. I'm sure he made an impact.
Yeah, he did.
He'll be back. Yeah, it's crazy. He's a great coach.
Yeah.
Retired now, but yeah, he was a very impactful person in my life. And same for David. David's dad played professionally. He played in the Reds system. So he's got the baseball blood in him.
Good that you stay in touch with him. Awesome.
That's how coaches can have a lifetime impact on people, good or bad. That's why it's such an important job. Hamilton slaps one to left. Lazy fly ball out to Lyle. And 2 up and 2 down. Both flyouts to left field. And we go back to the top of the order. Who was a coach that just right off the top of your head made a significant impact in your life?
My high school coach, Rex Walker, West Windsor Plainsboro High School. You know, I applied to Clemson University and didn't really get any kind of response or anything. And my high school coach called Bill Wilhelm, the coach down at Clemson. Kind of talked to him for a while. Had Bill actually come up and see me playing a game, and I got a full ride.
Man, how about that?
Had he not done that,
changed your life.
It did. Changed my life.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, salute to all the coaches out there. And
of course, Coach Wilhelm did a lot to shape me as not only as a player but as a person. You don't do it by yourself. And Dad, Mom, you know,
of course,
nobody does it by themselves.
Turang batting for the second time. He walked and scored. He was aboard when Jake Bowers went deep in the first. And Turang in a 2-2 count. He'll take his timeout. But Bryce was putting on a show in batting practice. Been one of the more significant changes in a player's profile. The power that Turang has. When he first came up, he was just trying to get on base. He was always an excellent fielder. He was in survival mode at the plate. Right now he has turned into one of the great players in the game. A strikeout here to end it though. Jake Urban with a comeback inning. 1-2-3. Side is retired. Looks like Aaron Ashby is on his way back out for a 3rd inning. Wire Cam brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Look at that sunset. Some mango going on inside here at American Family Field, matching the uniforms tonight.
Yeah.
Nothing like the Wisconsin sunsets. That's why they're in the uniforms in the first place.
Well, the colors of the City Connect uniforms have a meaning, right?
Lake Michigan blue.
Yeah, rivers and streams. You got the cream representing the sandy beaches, the mango, the sunset, and along the sleeve you got the barley stripe down the side for obvious reasons.
James Wood, Nats leadoff man, back around against Ashby. He hit a frozen rope over the head of Mitchell in the first inning, left the bat at 116. He hits him as hard as anyone, and this time Ashby gives him a wrinkle, stares into the Nationals dugout after that, and picks up a strikeout. Somebody must be chirping in there. Ashby, normally mild-mannered, got his attention, and looks like the end of the line here for Ashby as Pat Murphy makes his way to the mound. Pencil him in for 2 1/3. And you could read his lips there. Way to finish strong, Ash. Exactly what he did after back-to-back hits to start his night. So Chad Patrick, the original scheduled starter, is now on in relief. We'll set him up when we come back. American Family Field on a Friday night. Brewers in there. City Connects. Aaron Ashby, 2 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. Those first 2 batters with hits both scored. Then he settled down and pitched beautifully. Retired 7 of his last 8. And our Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all. Call to the pen. Rocket, is Chad Patrick the scheduled starter for tonight?
Yeah, he's been outstanding in 2 appearances so far. Picked up a win his last time out. Game 1 of the doubleheader against Kansas City. He's given up 1 run in 9 1/3 innings. Earned run average under 1. Brewers have won both of his starts so far this year.
Curtis Mead, first batter Patrick faces here. 1 out in the inning. And upstairs with that cut fastball.
Heavy fastball use for Chad Patrick. A 4-seamer, cutter. He'll throw a sinker. Relies heavily on that fastball.
Pitch 5 scoreless innings Saturday in Kansas City. That ball's hit well into right center, slicing, and Mitchell runs it down. Threw it into 5th gear. Garrett Mitchell with that blinding speed fetches that one in the gap.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you have guys that can cover ground like the 3 in the outfield for the Brewers tonight, not a whole lot is going to fall. He shaded toward right as if he knew it was going to be hitting that direction. He made that one look pretty easy. Do your work early. You don't have to do your work late.
That is a big man who can move that quickly as well. Mitchell 6'3", goes about 230. Amazing athlete.
Just needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
He's got all kind of tools.
2 outs for Dalen Lyle. From Ashby to Chad Patrick, the bulk pitcher at this point.
Is that cutter?
Patrick has really developed that cutter in his time with the big league Brewers. It's been a game changer for him. Been a pitch that has put his career on this kind of trajectory.
He's got enough on that fastball to get by you. 94. Look at two-seamer that time. That one had a little wrinkle in it going away.
Got a no decision in his first start of the year against the White Sox. 1 run in 4 1/3, and then he bounced back for a second start where he did not allow a run against the Royals. Went to a small college, Purdue University Northwest. He had a big group here when he made his debut for the Brewers. Jammed him. Lazy little pop up to left, and Perkins puts it away. Inning is over. 3 in a row. Ashby got it started with a K. Patrick with the last 2 outs, and a great catch by Garrett Mitchell.
Only at Potawatomi.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Miller Lite. Taste you can depend on. And by Northwestern Mutual. Discover a better way to money at northwesternmutual.com. Oh, the Supper Club. Supper Club has arrived here in the booth, Ron. Prime rib, grilled cheese. Come on.
You ever had a grasshopper?
Oh, my goodness.
You had
No,
a grasshopper?
I haven't.
Ice cream drink?
I've had a real grasshopper covered in chocolate. That was a dare in middle school. Steak fries, truffle aioli. There's a brandy old-fashioned cheesecake up there, too, I hear. Good look. What's a grasshopper consist of? A good one.
Ice cream, and it's got whiskey in it.
Those are the only 2 ingredients?
Yeah. Cream to mint, cream to cocoa.
There's the ingredients.
Well, mine has whiskey in it. Okay.
That's called the Bill Schroeder.
I guess that's optional.
Yeah. It's like the John Daly versus the Arnold Palmer.
Right, yeah.
It's the grasshopper versus the Bill Schroeder hopper.
It'll all get you going, or not.
William Contreras leads away for the Brew Crew here in the 3rd. They lead at 3-2. Back up the middle and a base hit. Contreras with a single. Good start to the inning.
You're getting some food, buddy.
Chef Alex. Come on in, Alex. Alex, you never have to knock in the booth. You know that. That's the only credential you need.
Yeah, you have food. You don't need that. You don't need an
looks
invite.
amazing. Tremendous. Prime rib grilled cheese. Woo.
Thank you, sir. Wow.
Man. Now, if you go over there and get Jeff Levering, have him come over here, and
what do we got here?
We'll step in the back.
One here?
Brandy old-fashioned cheesecake. Yelich fouls that one away. So this is all from the new supper club.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that sandwich.
It's professional focusing right there.
Yeah.
I really need to get my nails trimmed down a little bit.
You do know when to come back to work, don't you?
Yeah, here's Yelich. Fly ball to center field. It's deep. Back on it. Here's Weaver. He leaps and makes the catch. Just shy of the wall. Yelich just got under it a tick. And a long loud out to center field.
Yeah, deepest part of the ballpark. As I was saying, you do have good timing when you come back to work.
Yeah, what a
wish you could say the same about me too.
What a thing to witness. Just missed it.
The fly ball or the food?
Both. Big league fly ball, as they say. Here's Garrett Mitchell. Thought about it, able to check it. Mitchell drew a key walk in the first inning. That was with 2 outs. And it extended the inning to get Bowers to the plate, who hit a 3-run home run on a 2-strike count.
3 runs on 1 hit. The homer.
Brewers had 3 walks and 1 hit in that first inning. I don't know what I think about Chef Alex bringing all this food and drink in here, and while we're on the air, just setting it down in front of us. Just staring at it.
Can't do a whole lot with it, can they?
Smells delicious.
It'd take a while to eat this sandwich.
Go ahead, Rock. I'll pick you up the next week.
No. The note? That's the Bowers home run stats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dom Catronio sending over the information. I don't dare put this over by Dom. He'll inhale this thing. Look at him. He's looking. He's fish-eyeing it. Here, Dom. Bowers lines one to right, sinking, but there to make the play is Wood. I beg your pardon, Mitchell lines out.
Yeah, tough break. Sinking liner. Sinking liner. Hit it hard. A little backspin on that. That's a 2-run homer.
And now it's Bowers. He's got a little tuft to hair coming out of the helmet. That's always a good sign, I think. It's good luck. It was a 3-2 pitch he knocked out of here in the first inning.
See if he tries to throw him another slider. That's the pitch that he hit out of the ballpark. That first pitch curved.
First homer in April for Bowers. Popped a couple early in the season. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. 428, way up there in the deep reaches of the Loge level. Came right down in front of the facing of the club level, the upper deck out there. That's a long fly ball.
That's a long way out there.
Two 2-0 the count on Bowers. He's in a hitter's count. Now it's 3-0. And the home run is the highlight, Rock, of that first inning. But I thought the at-bat getting into a count, getting into a 3-2 count.
Yeah.
Irvin having to be forced into the strike zone with multiple runners on. And Bowers draws a walk on 4 consecutive pitches.
Didn't seem like he wanted any part of him, did it?
First and second now with 2 away. Brings up Rengifo. Slow start for Rengifo at the plate. Switch hitter. Gets a start at third base tonight. David Hamilton spent some time at third.
He had his hit into some bad luck, though. He's hit some line drives. That first homestand, he lined out quite a bit.
Oof, big swing by Rengifo. Had a multi-hit game against the Royals. Actually hitting 3 in a row. Had a hit in his first game in Boston, a double. Most of his hits have been extra base hits at this point. He has some serious bat speed.
And a real good job over at third base. Brewers have been very tight defensively. 1 error on the year. He's been a part of it.
It's a roster that's built around pitching and defense. Run prevention unit, they call it. 1-2 to Rengifo, and he chased one and got him. Irvin with the strikeout to end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. Chad Patrick back on the mound. Milwaukee leads it 3-2 over the Mets.
Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
The Brewers with a 3-2 lead over the Nationals. Chad Patrick on the mound now, and talking to him about his first 2 starts of the season against the White Sox and the Royals. Game 1 of that doubleheader. He's fared well. He's allowed just 1 earned run in 9 1/3 innings pitched, but he gave himself a C+. He's very hard on himself, and he said, I just feel like I've been overthinking. My command has not been good enough, and he spoke about the last start against the Royals. He said he had 7 full counts in that, and he did not do good enough of a job on first pitch strikes. He said, I was just 9 for 21. His goal is always to be 80% or higher with first pitch strikes, so obviously not in that range. And he made an interesting comment as well. His first 2 starts have been 4 1/3 and 5 innings. He said, my command just hasn't been good enough to earn that 6th inning yet. So some things he wants to clean up. He felt good about his work in between with the pitching coaches, Chris Hook and Jim Henderson. He said command-wise, just the front side has been a little quick, so trying to smooth that out.
That's good stuff, Sophia. Excellent reporting. Bowers fumbles with it a bit, but Patrick is there. And you know, Rock, for Chad Patrick, and I think spending a lot of time with Brandon Woodruff has helped him. Obviously Chris Hook and Jim Henderson, but it's important for a player to be able to self-critique, compartmentalize, but not stress yourself out to the point where you're in panic mode.
Don't be too hard on yourself either.
He's good about that, Chad Patrick.
Enjoy the successes. I like what he said about first pitch strikes. You know, you want to have good first pitch strikes, but good is the operative word. You don't want to be throwing pitches down the middle, and you have the reputation, and hitters know. You like to get ahead. You like to work ahead in the count. That first pitch strike needs to be a quality pitch, not right down the middle. They will attack it big time.
He hit on the first pitch against House, retired him, misses to Abrams. Abrams a single to right in the first inning.
But you know what, Chad Patrick, I mean, the success that he has had is kind of amazing in that most of his pitches, large majority of his pitches are fastball.
Yeah.
Four-seamer, two-seamer, cutter. Nothing really to get a hitter off of that. I mean, every now and again he's going to throw something off speed, but he relies heavily on the fastball. There's a breaking pitch, a slider.
And when he's right, that's his first slider, by the way. When he's right, you'll see the ball in play. That's why a premium on infield defense is always the order with a guy like Chad Patrick. It makes him a perfect fit for the kind of roster the Brewers have. That goes for a lot of pitchers.
And even if you're a fly ball pitcher, you keep the ball in the ballpark, pretty good chance one of these three guys out there is going to run it down.
We saw Garrett Mitchell leg one out in the third. That's hard hit ball in the right, and that's down a base hit.
Oh, this guy can break.
C.J. Abrams 2 for 2 tonight. He's their best player.
And down he got that breaking pitch. That wasn't even a strike.
One out base runner against Patrick.
Watch him go down and get it. I mean, that pitch was down below the knees, and he just waits back on it and just rifles it into right field.
That was a beautiful piece of hitting right there. Not only went down for it, but just rushed the hands through there. Double play chance here. Got to hurry. Out at second. Terang with a great arm makes the throw in time to get the speedy Joey Wiemer. The Keystone combo makes it an 8-pitch inning. Hamilton to Terang. Over to Bowers. Nicely done.
Lux Value Menu. 10 items, all $3 or less.
3-2 Brew Crew as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Brewers get a 3-run home run from Jake Bowers. Sal Frelick ready to lead off. Look who is in the booth. We've had Snoop Dogg up here. Now we got Justin Vernon. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Grammy-winning artist. Obviously, you know him mostly from
That was
Boney
a compliment,
Bear.
by the way, if you didn't
He's
know.
one of our favorite guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you all.
Until you get here. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing really well. It's really great to be back in Milwaukee.
Unlike Snoop, you are from Wisconsin, and you are true blue Wisconsin from Eau Claire. So this is nothing new for you here.
No, man, I'm Wisconsin through and through for sure.
Tell us about your involvement in the project for the release of the City Connect jerseys. I thought it was beautifully done. Obviously, everything you touch turns to gold, it seems like. You have that artist touch.
Thank you. No, I mean, we've just been in touch with the Brew Crew and doing this festival this summer in Eau Claire called Eau Claire's. And, you know,
bouncing ball over third. You can call it if you want, Justin. You got the voice for it. 5-3 put out for out number 1. Go ahead.
But we got this festival going, and we're doing it in Carson Park, where Hank Aaron and Bob Uecker did their minor league plan.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so we're doing a music festival up there, and we've just been connected, trying to really bring this whole state together. You know, I think Milwaukee's down south, Eau Claire's up north, and so too much separation, so we're trying to bring it all together.
And I love that.
Yeah, you've been all over the place. I mean, what makes Wisconsin, Eau Claire in particular, Milwaukee, so good for you?
Well, we're doing a set this summer called Bob Dylan. I'm a huge Bob Dylan fan, and we're doing a Bon Iver Bob Dylan set, but he's always said he was born in the wrong place. I was born in the right place. There's just something about Wisconsin that is true for me, you know.
I love that. And I feel the same. I'm not from here, but I've been here 20 years now. I call myself a Texconsinite because we, you know, it's hard for Texas people to not love Texas. And I do love Texas, but I would never leave Wisconsin. It's it just grips you. And
once
something
you're
special
in,
about it.
Once you're in, you're there.
And there's so many cool things, like things you wouldn't even think of in different areas of life, but so many great things have come from Wisconsin, and you are on that list. Your career is, by any standard, is stellar. You've won Grammys. I feel like you're in like 100 bands.
Yeah,
but Bon Iver is obviously how we know you mostly. What kind of things are you working on right now? Give us a little taste of what's in your life, Justin.
Well, I'm taking a break from so much stuff. I think for the last 17 some years, I've been really, really busy. I've had every opportunity to do music on every level I could possibly think of. And I think I've done it all. Actually, pretty surprised to say that, but you know, so bringing the festival back and just trying to make something that feels popping one up.
I like it. You're warming up to this play-by-play.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to get in there. See, if he hits one out here, you call it.
Yeah. All right. Which one's left field? Which one's right? Because I always get turned around.
Left, yeah.
No, just to bring the whole state together, to celebrate. Man, he's coming back here. Just to try to bring everybody together.
I love that.
I think putting my energy into try to serve the community. It's such a tricky time in the world, you know. Just show love and get everybody together. I think is more important than really making records or doing music for the first time in my life. So it feels good.
What was your path getting into you know, the music business? I mean, can you give us shed a little light on that?
Yeah. He's coming back here. He's getting closer and closer.
Don't worry, I'll catch you.
No, he won't. He'll be under the table, so you're going to have to make the play.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. No, I just grew up playing music, man, in Wisconsin, in Eau Claire, and you know, being a recording guy and a music guy, and I just kept doing it until it happened, you know. And here I am.
Yeah, the song "Exile," you and Taylor Swift. How'd that come about?
Oh, it's a good question. My friend Aaron Desner, who I've been doing music with, that started the Eau Claire's Festival with me so many years ago. And during COVID, we had some demos that we were working on for some stuff. And COVID hit, and we couldn't do anything with them. And Taylor heard him and just started putting words to him. And that's, you know, I think I recorded that song in 15 minutes in my house during COVID by myself. It was a surreal thing.
So you guys weren't even anywhere near each other when that thing
No, we didn't
together.
meet for another year and a half or 2 years, I don't think.
Well, the documentary is great. That's actually, you know, I have a daughter who is a huge Taylor Swift fan, and you probably don't even realize this, but that was one of those moments where, like, dad's music and daughter's music kind of came together. It's like, oh yeah, we can be friends now and listen to each other's music. And it was such a great song.
Man, I was at home and I was watching Get Up on ESPN every morning with Mike Greenberg, and he said, Bon Iver put out a song with Taylor Swift last night. This is going to be a great day. And I was beside myself. I was by myself for many weeks at a time. It was pretty wild.
I mean, her career probably wouldn't have gone anywhere without you.
That's right. That's right.
Pop-up Hamilton.
That's right.
Is out. I saw, you know, I was looking at kind of your career you've worked with Jay-Z, you've worked with Kanye West. I mean, you've worked with so many different people. I would imagine you get a lot of inquiries just because of your great talent. Are you still going to do that here in the next coming months or years, or are you focused on different things now?
I'm going to try to focus on community for a while. Like I said, I think I've done everything I could possibly. Trying to take him out there at first. Everything I could possibly have thought of doing, you know. Done a DJ set with Snoop Dogg out in LA. Like it's all happened. So I think there's a time for reflection in life, and just trying to be part of the community and build more. Now that I have time and energy to kind of perspective, you know.
Tell us a little bit about more of this this festival you're doing up in Eau Claire soon. Give us some information on that.
Well, we've done 4 years from 2015 to 2019, if I recall correctly, and this year we're bringing it back, and we've never done it in Carson Park. And like I said before, it's where Hank Aaron played his first minor league games for the Eau Claire Braves, and Bob Uecker, and it's this beautiful stadium. And I played football. I played high school football right in the same complex there, and that's just always where I wanted it to be. And it's here we go.
Go ahead, Justin. Back to left.
Deep. Back.
Oh, almost.
That's the end of the inning, y'all.
It's like he must have seen things behind things.
Yeah, that's right.
Behind things.
That's right.
Justin, you're awesome, man. You're the real deal, and you're a great talent. We love you, and we're really, so glad you're here.
You guys are the best.
Thanks for coming
really,
up.
really
Thanks for spending time. Thanks for all your work on the City Connects, and we'll be looking forward to your festival at Eau Claire.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Wisconsin legend. Spend a little time with us in the booth. We got to get a picture. Put it right next to Snoop. Right next to Snoop. Chad Patrick back on the mound. 3-2 Brewers lead. We go to the fifth. Aaron Ashby started with 2 1/3. Gave up the 2 runs. That came early. Then he settled in. Patrick back out there for his 3rd inning, his 2nd full inning. And a bouncer to third. Rengifo snatches it. Gets to his feet and makes the play. Garcia's retired.
All about that first step. Angle back. Give yourself a chance to get to it. Able to do it. Gets up and makes a good throw. That's good defense.
Great to have Justin Vernon up here, man. That was a special treat as we look at this play by Rengifo. Aurora Healthcare defensive play of the game.
See the way he angled back a little bit. That ball was by him, but able to keep it in the glove.
And 1 away.
Yeah, true Wisconsinite, right? I mean, he's Wisconsin through and through, and a big part of the City Connect rollout.
The catcher is challenging.
Contreras going to challenge this. Little tap on the helmet. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
And overturn the pitch as a strike.
Contreras rings the bell. Overturned. And
Barely.
flip it to an 0-1 count.
It's amazing how good these umpires have been this year.
And Mark Wagner behind the plate's about as good as it gets.
I mean, when they do miss a call, it's not by much. You really have to tip your hat to these guys. I mean, they have really embraced this ABS thing. It's got to be tough on them at times, but yeah, they're all for it.
You know, one thing we're hearing from umpires is because the players are having to decide now on these challenges, they're realizing A, how hard this is, and B, how accurate these umpires really are.
Yeah, and they don't hear a lot of chirping from the dugout.
Here's the 0-2. And he was late on it. Vivas into left field. And there's out number 2.
A lot of times a manager, a hitting coach, or even a player will start squawking about a certain pitch, but if you do that too soon, you give the hitter or the catcher an opportunity to think about a challenge. I mean, then they can wipe it out. They can say no challenge, you can't do it. There's not a whole lot of chirping going on in that dugout.
2 gone for Keibert Ruiz, switch hitting Nationals catcher.
Kind of a secondary benefit for these umpires.
I agree. Walks are up across baseball compared to last year. One thing that is down significantly across baseball is batting average, and there are 60 fewer homers right now in Major League Baseball than there was at this time last year.
That's a lot. 60.
Walk percentage is up, batting average down, homers are way down. Weather's, I think, part of the reason. It's been a rough, cold, early start to the season. That makes for tough hitting conditions.
Really cold in Boston over the weekend.
Numbers came out on the ABS success rate, by the way. Overall, 54% success rate for the players who are calling for challenges. Pitchers are at 47%. You're not seeing many pitchers do it. I think there was only one yesterday. There's only been 15 pitchers that have challenged.
I don't think Pat Murphy wants Brewer pitchers to challenge.
Yeah, he's kind of told him to ixnay. Bouncing ball out to Terang, the Platinum Glove winner, makes that no problem. Chad Patrick's put up a couple of zeros here. 3-2 Brewers. Brewers coming up bottom of the 5th.
LX.
Well, the Brewers' new City Connect uniforms are here, featuring uniquely Wisconsin design. The jerseys celebrate all things Wisco while reimagining Brewers tradition. See when the Brewers wear them the next time at brewers.com/cityconnect.
I like mine better. You know, that 21 Schroeder just works. There's just something special about it.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have last names on your jerseys, though.
No, we did not.
When you were a Brewer.
No.
Now you do. How many jerseys do you think you have, by the way? Just
Still?
from your days,
The ones that I've kept?
your big league jerseys, your college jerseys.
I have one Angels jersey.
Oh, really?
And I have 2 Brewers jerseys. I hope they don't charge me for them because I took them. The pinstripes and the powder blues. But as I have said in the past, they seem to have shrunk in my closet.
That's right. Put them in the dryer a little too long.
They don't fit like
Contreras breaks his bat. Little pop-up. Tough play over here. And run down in fair territory by Vivas. Speedy second baseman able to cover some ground. And the first out of the 5th inning. There's a bobber. The bobber. The new cocktail the Brewers unveiled today.
I'm digging on that. Do they sell those the team store, you think? I need to get a set of those.
You mean the glasses?
Yeah.
Well, because the drinks are at the bar.
Oh, I can make those at home, but I mean those glasses are sweet. They're nice.
I like those.
I want a set of those.
That's a good way to hold it right there.
You think
Thumb on the top.
You think Tom Heck will bring over a couple of them?
I don't know. Does Tom Heck know you're here? Because if he does,
he blew right by me when he came into the booth today.
He'll take care of you.
Yeah.
They've done an amazing job on the release of these City Connects.
Yeah. The bobber.
Yeah, it's a lot of
representing
fun.
all the fishing in Wisconsin and trout fishing, muskie fishing, northern salmon fishing.
Door County simple syrup is in there. That's makes it even better. Through and through. 1-2 the count on Yelich. Going for 2 tonight. Almost knocked one out of here in the 3rd. Justin Vernon invited us to his festival in Eau Claire, by the way. So we're going to have to ask for some time off.
What's that, the end of July?
Yeah. Yeah, right after the All-Star.
Do you think they'll give us more time off?
I mean, our PTO has almost run out, but we'll try.
I honestly don't think I need any more. Anyway, I'd love to go.
It's good to be back with you.
I've been to Eau Claire.
Oh, yeah.
Nice town.
I remember you used to talk about Eau Claire all the time, coming up through the minor league system of the Milwaukee Braves back then, which is what Justin was referring to. Bouncer to second base, and Yelich grounds out.
Used to go to Eau Claire just about every winter. Remember the Brewers? I don't think they did it when you were around. The winter tour.
Oh yeah, I did. My first 2 years we did that.
Went from city to city and did banquets, and it was a lot of fun.
All I remember is when I first started with the Brewers in '07, and we went around. I would go out with Doug Melvin, the GM at the time, and Rick Schlesinger, and just to see how disappointed people were that I was there and not Bob Uecker or Bill Schroeder. Because you guys had done that for a long time.
What do you think they think now?
Somehow you kind of weaseled out of that.
It's kind of turned a little bit now, hasn't it?
I don't think so. Rock used to take me out to these events. He wouldn't do anything.
He would commiserate with all the fans.
He would show up, sit down, hand me a stack of papers with trivia questions on them for prizes, and make me go stand up on the bar.
We did those things with the Miller folks, you know, at the bars.
Cedarburg.
Yeah.
Remember how sunburned we got signing autographs at the Strawberry Fest?
Yeah. See, you like that.
The good old days.
You did a good job with the trivia question. You stood up on the bar while I was hanging out with all the folks. And
Rock would hand me a piece of paper. He'd go sit down. He'd say, "Get up on that bar and dance, monkey."
Yeah. When it's time to go, we'll leave.
We got 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Those were great fun, especially you know, after games. Brewers were starting to win a bunch of games then. It's amazing the expectation level. Just thinking back to those early days you and I were together. 2008 finally broke through 26 years without a playoff appearance. And now, can you imagine if the Brewers don't make the playoffs? It's going to be a major disappointment.
Right, after winning 3 consecutive division titles.
That's a good thing. Look at all those banners. Mitchell takes a called strike 3, and Irvin has dialed it in a little bit here in the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down through the middle of the order. We go to the 6th, and it's 3-2 Brewers.
BlueNile.com.
"20 years together, through the years, getting older and older." Oh, the great Hank Aaron was there. Snoop, the Kid, Christian Yelich, and now we got to add Justin Vernon of Boney Bear to that list.
Yeah, how great is he? Huh?
What a great run it's been. Hopefully we'll get to do it a long, long time, partner.
We have had a lot of fun up here. We've seen a lot of great moments for the Brewers. It has been a blessing, this job.
It's my first game back this year, and it is my 20th year with the Brewers, so that's why the guys in the truck put together those nice images. Man, great memories. I wasn't thinking we were going down memory lane tonight.
Kind of surprised.
Brett Reeland kept that quiet.
Yeah.
He's surprising us.
I wish I was nicer to him before the game.
Exactly. James Wood leads off for the Nats.
We're always nice. We have a good time. We have a good time with our crew and
the real talent.
They're like family. They always have been, always will.
And our first year on MLB Local. Hope you're enjoying our productions. We got Dirt Cam in there tonight, Wire Cam, all the toys. Director John Walsh, he's in heaven down there. Unleash our great crew with all these terrific tools. A lot of fun. Bouncing ball, James Wood. He can really hit, and he's got his second hit of the game. Tremendous power.
And good plate coverage on that pitch. Yeah, pitch up and away, look like a cutter. There it is. And just goes right with it. Goes to the opposite field. There's Dirt Cam. Love it.
Good piece of hitting right there.
Well, we got the drone. All kinds of stuff.
We got Rock Cam. We should just put a camera on you. Knocking back old fashions all day long.
In a minute, I showed pretty good willpower. I put it in the back of the booth.
Started sweating. Renee had to come take it away. It's a cruel thing to do to a dog. Right off the end of the bat, Curtis Mead. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zerpa starting to get loose. Chad Patrick would love to clear this 6th inning. He'd love to clear 7 or through 7. He started this game in the 3rd as the bulk pitcher. The opener was Aaron Ashby. 2 1/3 for Aaron. And a strike right on the edge.
Two-seamer right on the corner.
Leadoff single in the 6th. First base runner since the 4th, and only the 2nd base runner against Patrick tonight. 1-2 the count. Late on it. Fastball got to him at 95 miles an hour. That's the variance for Patrick. Why he's so effective with his various fastballs. That is nowhere near the strike zone.
Way up out of the zone, yeah.
But his cut fastball dives down and away to a right-handed hitter and forces you into swings like that. He gets a lot of swings and misses on the high strike with a 4-seamer.
And that fastball has really good finish on it. Just kind of hops into the strike zone. Gets that swing and miss on a pitch at the belt and above.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Curtis Mead. Mead singled in a run in the 1st inning, and then he hit a gapper in the 3rd that was run down by Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell flying across the outfield.
Got him shaded to right again. Garrett Mitchell in center.
2-2 the count. Runner at first. Stays put. Mead defensive swing, but he fights it off. Two and 2. Patrick delivers, and it's in the dirt. Nice play back there by Contreras. Keeps a double play in order.
I remember when Contreras first came to the Brewers, they said he needed a lot of work defensively. Well, I think he's done a lot of work defensively. He's really good. One of the top catchers in the game. Good throwing arm. Handles pitchers well. Receives the baseball.
Pitchers rave about him. He's in it with them, they say. As a matter of fact, I saw Contreras and Patrick together in the meeting before the game as they go through the hitters. Now the runner goes and the pitch is swung on and popped up. And that one is headed for the seats. Wood retreats.
And Wood did not have a very good jump. Swing and a miss. That would have ended up as a double play.
He had at least 9 pitches here to Curtis Mead. He's given him all he's got. Brewers set up to turn a double play if they can get one on the ground. Wood was on the run last pitch. 3-2 again. Wood takes off late. Bouncing ball fair. Only play is first. And a good strong throw by Rengifo. So Wood advances. And the putout goes 5-3. And now let's get a message from Gruber Law Offices.
Get a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. The one call, that's all.
Chad Patrick with a runner at second now and 1 away. Number 3 hitter coming up, Dalen Lyle. And Contreras out partly for a little strategy and partly for bullpen activity as well.
Brewers only have 2 lefties down in that bullpen right now. Koenig on the injured list. Ashby started. Zerpa and Hall, 2 lefties in the pen.
We play in the 6th. Tying run at second base for Washington. Dalen Lyle. First ball swinging, fouls it away. Had a big rip at it.
I got a chunk out of Contreras.
Well, Rock, you got a fastball pitcher in Chad Patrick, and a guy in the early part of the season has had a lot of success on the fastball.
So go cut it, right? This guy is hitting over 360 on fastball so far this year.
Put a wrinkle on one and a swing and a miss. Patrick is among league leaders, top 5 as a matter of fact in chase rate on the fastball. His chase percentage is excellent. 0-2 pitch, and that ball's hit hard into right. Frelick coming in, got a great arm. They're going to hold Wood.
That's not where you want to throw an 0-2 pitch. Fastball 95. He had it in on his hands, but I think he wanted to go up in the zone with it. A mistake that Lyle hits hard. And what is it anyway? It's a fastball, right? We're just talking about how well he hits fastballs, over 360, and there's one there.
Potawatomi Sportsbook brings us wire cam. This is Chris Hook on his way to the mound for the Brewers, the pitching coach. And a lot to discuss right now. First and third, bullpen is hot. Brady House coming up. And the dangerous C.J. Abrams on deck. You've got a lefty in Zerpa ready for Abrams. But a moment of truth here for Chad Patrick. The other side of it, a ground ball double play ends the inning, and you could see Patrick going back out in the 7th if that's how this inning would resolve.
That pitch count only 43 right now for him. Last time out against Kansas City threw 88 pitches. Got plenty left in the tank. It's not about that. It's about all the lefties in this lineup.
Dangerous spot for Chad Patrick. Brady House off to a good start this year. Talented young third baseman. First and third, one away. Opens him with a strike on a sinking fastball. A ground ball pitch.
You get that or the cutter down and away and maybe get a ground ball that way.
House is a very patient hitter. 0-2 the count. Patrick going right at him. That was a cutter at the top of the zone. 3 hits with runners in scoring position, but one of those 3 hits a homer. Oh, and 2 the count. Patrick deals and it just missed.
Man.
Contreras liked the location though. Not enough to challenge it. It wasn't a strike, but I think he liked where he put it.
And it looked a lot better when he caught it than he did right there. Clearly off the outside corner.
1-2 now. Brewers set up to turn 2. Runner goes. Contreras throws through the tag. Not in time. Stolen base for Dalen Lyle. No challenge by manager Murphy.
Not a whole lot you could do about that. Contreras with a good throw, but a little late.
And the Brewers bring their infield in now. Second and third, one away. Patrick needs a strikeout here. 2-2 the count. Long pause. And he missed. Abrams due next. He's 2 for 2.
And they're probably going to see Zerpa for him. Depending on what happens here.
He's gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Got to make a pitch here. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Went back to that cutter. That's how he started this sequence with House. Try it again. 3-2. Missed. Ball 4. Bases loaded now, and Pat Murphy's on his way. So Patrick still fighting his command a little bit. Coming out of the bullpen tonight is the bulk pitcher. At 2 2/3 clean. Not running into trouble here in the 6th. Pencil him in for 3 total innings and 3 runners. His responsibility now as Zerpa is on his way.
Before you start.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. By Prevagen. Prevagen, made for your brain. Wheels in motion right now. Brewers make a pitching change. The bases are loaded, full of Nats. And Angel Zerpa is on his way in to try to get out of this mess.
Yeah, pitched on Monday against the Red Sox. Picked up his first save of his professional career. 1 inning, couple of hits, an earned run. Did give up a homer. Picked him up from the Kansas City Royals back in December.
Participated in the World Baseball Classic for Team Venezuela. He's got a tough customer at the plate. C.J. Abrams, 2 for 2 with an RBI tonight. First pitch. And Contreras challenges.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Saw Mark Wagner flinch a little bit. And
Overturns pitch is strike.
Contreras wins another challenge. From 1-0 to 0-1.
Right on the corner and down at the knees.
Catcher's success rate over 60% here early in the season. Oh, gonna have another one here.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Oh, he's 2 for 2.
Overturn the pitch is a strike.
Got a little Salvador Perez going here.
Not by much. Look at that. About the width of a stitch.
You win the challenge. You keep him 0-2 now. Abrams hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder. And that's a good pitch just to see if he'd bite.
Big difference, huh? 2-0, 0-2. The bases loaded.
He's a tough guy to double up. He runs well. He's coming out of the left side of the box as well. You'd have to hit one right at an infielder to turn it. Zerpa could use a K. Bouncing ball. See if Terrain can go here. Hamilton fires just in time. That's what the doctor ordered right there. Angel Zerpa. A 4-6-3 double play. Terang in and out of his glove in a flash. Hamilton's got a cannon. Inning is over. Nats come up empty.
Tickets now.
3-2 Brew Crew on a Jake Bauers 3-run home run in the first inning. Brewers just turned a nice double play. Rock, will call it our Toyota drive of the game.
Well, you said it had to be hit at somebody. Hit at the right guy, Bryce Terang, but you got to credit William Contreras, right? You go from 2-0 to 0-2, so Abrams is on the defensive and ends up grounding into a double play. Well done, William Contreras.
Angel Zerpa able to get out of a bases loaded 1-out mess. Nicely done. 3-2 Brewers. Bauers leads off. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nice moment there right after the double play. Check this out, Rock. Courtesy of Dirt Cam.
And listen, saying to the umpire, nothing personal, man, but you know, they were close.
That was an encouraging conversation from catcher to umpire. You know, umpires don't want to miss calls, but I mean, we're talking about thin margins here.
1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, Paxton Schultz is on for the Nationals.
Jake Irvin's night is over. He'll exit with his team down 3-2.
Boy, he pitched well, really well, except for the 3 walks and the homer in first.
Nationals bullpen has really struggled to start the year in the first 12 games. ERA over 7. Bowers rings one to left, a base hit.
Yeah, the Nationals bullpen has had a difficult time retiring their first hitter. Whether it's a hit or a walk, either way, they end up finding themselves in a hole right away. There's that fastball tailing away from Jake, and he goes right with it. Well, he tries to pull that, so that's going to be a 4-3 put out. Goes right with it. Good swing.
Bowers has been on all 3 times. Homer, single, walk. Luis Rengifo now. Still looking for his first Brewers home run, Rengifo. I would imagine he's pressing a little. Want to make a good impression on a new team. He's an excellent defender. He's already made a terrific play tonight. Been around a while. He's a veteran.
Yeah, but again, as I mentioned, when in his first at bat, I mean, he's hitting some bad luck, particularly in the last homestand. He lined out on 3 occasions I can remember.
Native of Venezuela. First 7 years in the big leagues was with the Angels. First year outside that organization, all he's really ever known. Played all over too. Infield spots, center field, left field, right field. He's got all the positions minus catcher on the list as he strikes out. Chased one upstairs. Borderline pitch. Rengifo is gone. It's out, number 1.
Well, it's the first 414 day at the game on April 14th. Get here early for an artist t-shirt giveaway designed by All Goods MKE and ACM Designs. First 10,000 fans will get the artist shirt. That's courtesy of Hupy and Abraham. Visit brewers.com/giveaways. Big fan. Love it.
What a swag fest we got going on tonight.
I'm telling you, you getting to keep that one?
This is more Sophia size.
It is.
Smedium. Extra smedium.
You can't squeeze into that.
Sal Frelick been aggressive tonight. Early swings. He popped up on the first pitch in the first inning. And then he grounded out to third in the 4th, and he takes a mighty rip. Caught a piece of Wegner back there, the home plate umpire. The crew chief, Mark Wegner.
Not sure what the discussion is. Maybe Frelick saying that he hit the bat, hit the glove.
Catcher's interference.
Milwaukee's challenging that there was catcher's interference.
I'll tell you what, Mark Wegner is among the best at the home plate umpire announcements, even though he's left his mic on now. Now I got it. I was getting a little nervous there. A Wintrust Bank replay review of the Brewers challenge. This is it. Oh, for sure.
You can see the reaction of Ruiz, the catcher, pulling the glove back. No doubt.
Frelick's going to get first
hit
base.
The umpire. Never got a glove on it.
The call is overturned. There was catcher. The batter is awarded first base, and Milwaukee will retain a challenge.
Well, they're all coming up roses here for the Brewers. Or you could look at it on the flip side. Without replay, they would have been on the wrong end of all these calls.
Yeah. It's interference on the catcher in E2, so that's an error on Ruiz behind home plate.
Don't charge Frelick with an official at bat. He takes his place at first. It's first and second now for Blake Perkins. during that review, Pat Murphy came out of the dugout and had a chat with Perkins. Let's see what he had in mind. Perkins walked in the 4th inning. Flew out to left his first time up. Has driven in a couple this year. And gets jammed in a pop-up into shallow left. Lyle makes the catch for the first out, and the runners have to retreat. I beg your pardon, the second out, and back to first and second. Rock, we got a birthday wish to send along. Andrew Grumman.
Our buddy.
Yeah.
Assistant Media Relations Director behind Mike Vasallo.
Assistant only in title.
Right.
Everybody knows he runs the department. So we're thinking about you, Gru. And
happy birthday, buddy.
He's not feeling great, so he's home tonight. So we wish you good health. We'll see you at the ballpark soon, Andrew. Hamilton right off his foot. One way to slow a speedy base runner down. Off the
Straight
shin.
off the shin, yeah. Yikes.
Shin burner. Ooh. Dirt cam really gives you the impact of that. Man. See if Hamilton can deliver here. Brewers would like to put some insurance on the board. They lead 3-2 of the 6th. Hamilton breaks his bat. It's going to go foul. And it'll be 0-2. New bat for David Hamilton. He's been a nice fit. He feels like the prototypical Brewers player right now. Small in stature, speedy, gamer.
Swiss Army knife, can play him just about anywhere.
Baseball rat. He loves the game. 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 the count on Hamilton. And he just got a piece of that. Jake Irvin went the first 5 innings. Paxton Schultz here in the 6th. And the 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes a count. Had a better cut. He was on it, but under it. Fouls it back.
That pitch way up and in.
See what runners in scoring position. Brewers have had just the 4 chances. The 3 runs came on 1 swing of the bat by Jake Bauers. That's the 1 hit with a runner in scoring position. Golden opportunity here, but there are 2 outs, and that one misses. 2-2 the count. Hamilton will see at least 7 pitches. Terang is due next, the leadoff hitter. Two and 2 now. Schultz, a long look, and Hamilton spoils another one. We'll see at least 8.
Yeah, good pitch to hit right there. A little behind it, trying to protect against something off speed. That was a 4-seamer at 95.
Another 2-2, the 8th pitch of the at bat. Hamilton, pop-up, slicing, and it's going to stay playable in foul territory. Lyle makes the play, and the Brewers strand a pair. Still 3-2 Milwaukee. Brewers lead by a run. We go to the 7th.
We're back at American Family Field, and the Brewers Community Foundation's Drive for Charity, presented by the BCF Leadership Council and News Radio 620 WTMJ, started today and continues in stadium until April 12th. The fans donating pet supplies or $10 will receive a Pat Murphy pin, and those donations go to benefit the Wisconsin Humane Society. You can go to brewers.com/BCF and get more information there.
All right, good stuff, Sophia. Thank you. I want to get an injury update for you as well. A lot going on with the Brewers as Joey Wiemer steps in for the Nationals. It's 3-2 Milwaukee. We're in the 7th. Angel Zerpa back out there. Starts a clean inning now after he got out of a bases loaded 1-out jam with a double play ball. That one's in there for a strike. Cleaned up the line for Chad Patrick. 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs. Had a walk and no strikeouts. Aaron Ashby started the game as the opener, 2 1/3, and 2 earned runs for Ashby.
Chad Patrick off to a really good start this year. You got to give an assist right there to Zerpa and William Contreras for the ABS challenges last inning.
Yeah, he's won 3 and back-to-back challenges on consecutive pitches that went his way. Zerpa has got it in a full count now. Brewers are trying to withstand a big loss in their bullpen, a lefty Jared Koenig. He's with the ball club. I saw Jared before the game. Big lefty's having some elbow issues. There's Rob Zastryzny next to him. Zastryzny feels confident he'll be back soon. But you just have to endure this part of the year. I would say most teams are dealing with injuries
and really
coming out of spring training.
Really cautious too.
Yeah,
I think maybe later in the year you might not see the injury list is full, but you want to make sure you nip these things in the bud.
And that misses, and Contreras is going to challenge again. I don't think he's going to get this one.
Pitch is called. All the catcher is challenging.
So Contreras trying his luck here. He's been hot and missed that one.
Call's confirmed it is a ball. Milwaukee has 1 challenge remaining.
And you heard it from Mark Wegner. So it's a walk to Wiemer to start the inning. Let's open up Sophia once again. Want to get a rundown on all the injuries, Sophia, but there is some encouraging news for a number of those wounded players.
Yeah, absolutely, with Jackson Churio and Andrew Vaughn. And we take a look at our Freighter Health and Medical College of Wisconsin injury report. Both of them dealing with hand fractures. We start with Jackson Chourio. Both of them saw the doctors yesterday. Chourio got cleared to ramp up a little bit more baseball activity. He's been out. He's been running, trying to work on his conditioning. He's been cleared to start playing catch, do more throwing. Still not quite ready to do some hitting, but they feel like they are going in the right direction with Chourio. That will obviously be the final step for him. They're just concerned about check swings and just making sure that that hand is fully healed. And then for Andrew Vaughn, who had surgery on the left hand for the hamate bone, he got his stitches taken out yesterday. That was a good sign for him. The biggest thing is letting that wound heal. That's the most important thing for him moving forward before he can ramp up activity. And then Jared Koenig, as you said, who unfortunately landed on the IL with the left elbow injury, but he said he interpreted it all as very good news with the imaging. Really no UCL damage, more inflammation for him in the elbow. So he said, considering all the options, best case scenario, he was really encouraged by that, and he'll be conservative as he builds up again.
Yeah, I thought he was in good spirits today, Sophia. And I didn't know the results of that, so you can kind of just tell by the body language. And Jared, you know, he had a little bit of lift. Rob Z, also confident he'll be coming back sooner than later. Says he feels like he's in a pretty good spot as well. So those are all big injuries to overcome. Bauer snatches this one, has the lob one over the head of the base runner, who kind of came into the grass. It's a smart move by Joey Wiemer, but it forced Bowers to have to lob one over his head, and there was no chance at a double play.
And he is running right into the grass to make sure that Bowers doesn't have a clean throw to second base. Yeah, had to lob it over his head, but look how far he's out of the baseline. Man.
Yeah, that's borderline.
Yeah, that's borderline.
I mean, you make your own lane, but that's a little egregious. I don't think it would have won in a court of law. It's a fly ball to right. Sal Frelick will settle under this one, and this will be the second out. Vivas is retired.
It's a good move. I mean, base runners are told to run directly at the fielder's glove who's receiving a throw. To make that throw a little bit more difficult for the fielder.
Credit Jake Bauers too for to have the touch to essentially drop a lob shot in there.
And instinctively, you know, you want to clear the runner. You know, you want to go into the infield and make a throw. But when he did that, he was playing right into the hands of Joey Wiemer, who knew he was going to do that.
Pinch hitter Jacob Young is announced. Chris Hook is on his way for a scouting report. Abner Uribe is loosening. Pat Murphy is an out away in the 7th inning from getting back on his rail. And you would have Uribe and McGill to finish off this game, and it's all about Zerpa trying to get through multiple innings here. Let's hear a word from Potawatomi Sportsbook quickly.
When Potawatomi Sportsbook invited me, John Kuhn, to be their spokesperson, I had to join the team. Yes! Yeah. Potawatomi Sportsbook, your sport, our stadium.
Jacob Young's going to hit number 9 spot in the batting order with a runner at first. And a strike from Zerpa. Young does have a home run. Manager makes a move at this part of the batting order with 2 outs. You're desperate to turn the lineup over. You've got hot hitting James Wood to follow. Blake Butera must feel that he's got a better chance with Young.
Yeah. A little surprised there wasn't a challenge by the hitter on that last pitch.
That was close. Just into the game though. Don't quite have the feel of the game. All probably leads to it. Brewers have 1 challenge remaining. Those little tabs left of the logos on the score bug tells you how many challenges are left. Nats have 2. As long as you're successful, you keep your challenges. Two. Zerpa with a big cleansing breath, trying to finish off this inning and give the Brewers an inning in 2/3. 2-2, and a fly ball right field, slicing down into the corner it goes. It's a fair ball. Garcia waved home. He is going to score. On his way to third is Young, and he is out. The run scores. The inning ends, but the game is tied. Rengifo starts a relay that cuts down the runner at third base. But it's an RBI double, and we're all even at 3 now.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hey, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season cover. Visit MLBshop.com/Brewers, the official source for your Brewers gear.
City Connects are flying off the shelves like hotcakes down there. All kind of great swag. In the team store, we got a brand new game here. It's all tied at 3. 2-out RBI double by Young. Drew Millis takes over behind the plate for the Nats. It was Keibert Ruiz who was pinch hit for, and it's Cionel Perez on the mound for Washington.
Hey, good job by Schultz to keep the Brewers off the board. A struggling bullpen. And Perez, one of 3 lefties down in that Nationals pen.
Millis behind the plate. Blake Butera, the young manager, pulling the right strings in that 7th inning.
This guy's got a fastball 96 miles an hour. A lot of curveballs.
Brewers have more left-handed plate appearances against lefties than any team in the big leagues right now. Washington's up there as well. These are 2 left-handed dominant lineups. Brewers 79 left-on-left plate appearances. Nationals 74. Dodgers are on that list. Their big lefties never sit. Cue shot. Going to be a tough play here. House, long throw. Turang is safe. Infield hit.
Yeah, you're not going to get him on that. I mean, he's too fast. And batting from the left side gets a little bit of a head start.
Well, if he has a bad ankle, it's not showing up tonight. He's got a walk, a stolen base, and now an infield hit.
Good effort by House to make it even close. Sniffing base hit. There you go.
Go ahead run at first base and a stolen base threat. Here is Contreras now. 1 out of 3. Singled up the middle cleanly in the 4th. Cionel Perez here to get the lefties, but he's got to deal with the right-handed Contreras sitting between Turang and Yelich.
That slips away. Terang's on the move. Now he stops. Now he's in a rundown. Oh, Terang should have just kept going.
Yeah.
And he will be put out.
Yeah, if he kept going, he would have made it easily. Caught in no man's land. So leadoff single gets erased.
That'll be a caught stealing, technically. Beg your pardon, no caught stealing. As the ball got away.
Just keep going, he makes it.
Yeah, Terang was not on the move to start. Well, wipes out a leadoff base runner. 2-0 to Contreras now on the ground to short. C.J. Abrams. Low throw, but it's dug out by Meade, and 2 men are out. Activity in the Nats bullpen. That has been a bullpen that has given them a lot of trouble so far this year. B.J. Poulin just in case Perez can't get through this inning. 2 outs in the 7th, nobody on.
Got a pretty good fastball at 96, but relies heavily on the curveball.
Yelich 3 hits and a homer against this lefty. Nationals just tied it. Got a 2-out RBI in the top of this 7th inning. Brewers trying to do the same here. 3-1 to Yelich. Good chance to let it fly here if you're Yelich, if he gets one he likes. He was late on it.
That was one to hit right there. Right down the middle.
Yelich with the 1 home run this year, and it was a memorable one. Pinch hit, monster home run against the White Sox. 3-2 the count. That was Yelich's first pinch hit homer. That was a go-ahead home run. First time he'd ever touched the ball as a pinch hitter. That one hits the mound and bounces out to Abrams, and a 3-up or 3-batter inning, I should say. Terang cut down. Here comes Uribe. It is a 3-3 game as we go to the 8th.
Hey, don't miss an epic post-game laser show at the Brewers Star Wars game night. That's Friday, April 24th, presented by ESPN Milwaukee. All fans can stay after the game for the laser show. Get your seats at brewers.com/theme nights.
Nice. You said they're going to be lasers?
Lasers. You like that one, don't you?
I like this one, yeah. I gotta put my name on this one. Property of BA. All right, that's fun. That sounds like a rally.
You got until April 24th to hold on to it.
Is that what it says there on the tablet?
Yeah.
I heard you when you read it the first time.
You did not.
When was that again, Rob?
Did you say something?
Abner Uribe is on the pitch in a 3-3 game here in the 8th.
Hey, Uribe last pitched on Sunday at Kansas City, so it's been a while for him. It did not appear in that Boston series.
Facing James Wood, top of the Nationals order. These are not the kind of games you want to be involved in with the Nats, because they can swing the bat. If you're not scoring runs against the Nationals, there's no problem with their offense. They've got a lot of weapons up and down their lineup. And Wood drops one into center field for a base hit.
Yeah,
his third hit.
Something else, this kid. Jeez. It's a quick bat. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of movement before he starts that bat, but it is quick. That was 98. Out of the hand of Uribe. Boom. Little high leg kick and then bat to baseball.
Brings up Curtis Mead. By the way, you might have recognized a familiar face in the first base coaching box for the Nationals, standing there with Wood. Corey Ray,
yeah,
former Brewer first rounder. He's been managing in the Cubs system down in Arizona the last couple of years. Now he's the first base coach.
Never did have the major league career that the Brewers were hoping for.
He's a good guy, Chicago guy. Went to Louisville. Tie game in the 8th. Uribe trying to coax a double play out of Curtis Mead. Brewers got a big one on the 6th with the bases loaded and one out. It was Zerpa who got that double play ball. And Uribe misses and spins off the mound. 3-1 the count. That one's in there. 3-2 now on Mead. Mead showed some pretty impressive speed. You don't normally associate speed with the first baseman, but he ran down Terang for that putout. Didn't require an extra throw. 3-2. Oh, buckled him. Down he goes.
How about that slider? Yikes.
Wicked.
Catching the inside corner. It was a strike.
Look at the knees here of Mead.
Oh, it's not an easy pitch to locate. You know, a slider like that on the inside corner, I don't think that's by design, but effective.
First out. Now a double play ball gets him out of the inning. Dalen Lyles, speedy runner, fly ball, left center, playable. Mitchell makes the catch. Wood stays put at first. 2 gone. Back-to-back pitches. And Uribe suddenly away out of this inning.
And got locked back in. I mean, that's a long layoff for Uribe. He doesn't like to be sitting around that long. Hasn't pitched since Sunday.
Two outs, runner at first. Brady House the batter. See if Wood wants to try to steal a base. Another big slider. That was way outside, and even with the outside location of that pitch, House was bailing. 2-0.
The guy you want right here. You got Abrams on deck.
Got to make a big pitch. A hitter that's looking for one in a certain spot. 2 outs, 2-0. And just caught the edge. That was nicely done. Comeback sinker. 98 miles an hour.
Got a break right there. Surprised they didn't challenge.
Two and one. Right by him. The easy narrative is these are young players, big league umpires, but remember all these young guys have been using the ABS system in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
They're more experienced than even the veteran major league umpires. 2-2, Uribe trying to finish off this 8th. And a big breaking ball right through the heart. Abner Uribe, a strikeout to end the inning. Dancing on the mound. Rolling the dice.
Larger one is the dad.
Nothing outshines a blue moon.
That's a look at our game reset brought to you by Toyota. We're all tied at 3. Nats got 2 in the first. Brewers answered with a 3-run homer off the bat of Jake Bauers. Nats then tied it with a 2-out RBI double in the 7th inning. And that's where we sit as we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be a last at-bat win for someone tonight. And P.J. Poulin steps on to the American Family Field mound. Brandon Lockridge is going to pinch hit. He'll hit for Mitchell.
Hey, yet another lefty coming out of that bullpen. Second that the Brewers have seen. This guy's a curveball, fastball. Tops out at about 92 miles an hour. Not a hard thrower.
Brewers trying to get back in the win column. Back-to-back losses at Boston. 3-3 road trip through Kansas City and Boston. After a 5-1 homestand to start the year. White Sox and Rays. First matchup against a National League opponent. Garrett Mitchell exits 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Lockridge has rarely done this in his brief big league career. He's only got 5 career at-bats as a pinch hitter in the majors. 7 plate appearances, does have a couple of walks, and all of those came last year. That's on the ground, foul.
Yeah,
1 and 2.
Brewers have 3 right-handed hitters on the bench: Ortiz, Matos, and Sanchez. Maybe Sanchez has been swinging a hot bat.
Lockhart's very fast and a good bet defensively. Hit that one sharply right at Abrams. One away. And so it'll be Jake Bauers. Jake Bauers connecting for his first home run since the 31st of March, and a no-doubter. 2 out, 2 strike, 3-run home run in the first inning. An answer home run run.
Chop that up into 2 homers as far as that one was hit.
Wisconsin Lottery home run count now at 3 for Bauers. He walked in the 3rd on 4 pitches, and then he slapped a single like Cecil Cooper in the 6th inning. He's also made a couple of nice plays defensively. Trevor McGill in the bullpen for the 9th. C.J. Abrams scheduled to lead off. Abrams, Weimer, Luis Garcia. Brewers are hoping to turn this into a save situation immediately for McGill. Slapped one left side. Big shift on over there. That's the third baseman, House. And 2 men are out. It'll be up to Luis Rengifo here with 2 outs in the 8th. Switch hitter. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Millis challenging this call.
It's your first one, isn't it?
Been a lot of them. Oh, did that just catch the strike zone?
It is a strike.
Wow.
Look at that.
I mean, really? I mean, Mark Wegner's the guy who's probably going, you got to be kidding me with these borderline calls.
Yeah, good guess.
He's been wrong on most of them, but these are millimeters. So it's 0-1 here to Rengifo. Good challenge by the Nats. Tied him up inside. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, there's that breaking pitch. He's got a good one. He throws a lot of them. 38% of his pitches. That's sweeper that he calls it.
First at bat for Rengifo as a right-handed batter tonight. And 2 with 2 outs. On the ground, House makes the play to end the inning. 3 ground ball outs. Poulin does the job. We go to the 9th. We are still tied 3 apiece. Trevor McGill, the Brewer closer, is coming on in a tie game.
teeth.
Well, the Eagles Club 251 in Wausau is tonight's Tavern of the Game winner. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. It's offered courtesy of the Tavern, League of Wisconsin, and Miller Lite.
Out in Woodchuck country over there in Wausau.
Yeah.
Say hello to our friends in Wausau watching tonight. We got a good one going here. 3-3 game. First game of a 3-game series with the Nats. And Trevor McGill will get the ball here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, 3 saves for Trevor. Hasn't pitched since Sunday at Kansas City, where he notched that 3rd save of the year with a scoreless 9th inning. First time All-Star for Trevor last year.
Lockridge stays into place center field after a pinch hit appearance. And Abrams ready to lead off. Abrams drove in a run with a single in the first, singled in the 4th, and then bounced into the key double play to end the 6th. That was with the bases loaded. Trevor McGill looking for his first clean inning of the season. He has not had one in his first 4 games. Activity in the bullpen, Peter and Varland. Oh, wave and a miss. Big hook.
That's that equalizer right there for McGill. Yeah, the curveball, that'll get him off the fastball a bit. Not a big break, but late and quick.
When he lands that curveball early in his outings, usually sets him up for success. Ooh, that almost hit him. I think it did. Yeah, caught a piece of the elbow. So Abrams is hit by a pitch. And a speedy runner is aboard with nobody out in the 9th.
Yeah, tried to come up and in on him. Got a little bit too far up, a little bit too far in.
You could hear the click of that elbow pad. And now it's Joey Weimer. Oh, close play. Abrams just back, went to the back side of first base. A few years ago, they expanded the size of the bases. Hardly even notice it anymore. But it gives the base runner a lot of area to slide to, and he used it all there, Abrams. Steve Reich right on the outside corner.
Yeah, Abrams 4 for 4 in stolen bases so far.
McGill is a guy you can run on. 18 for 19 in stolen bases versus McGill last 2 years. Getting on has been a problem. There's a bunt. It's a good one. Tough play. Rengifo got a hurry. Barehanded throw. Not in time.
Yeah.
Weimer can fly. And he laid down a perfect bunt.
Yeah, nice bunt. And you figure McGill's not an easy guy to bunt on. That big fastball, a lot of times it's up in the zone. He gave it away early. Rengifo way behind the bag at 3rd. And Weimer able to beat it.
It's a good play by Rengifo. Weimer just too much speed though. And now McGill is in serious trouble. Luis Garcia Jr. is a designated hitter tonight. Right up the middle, base hit through. It's going to bring in a run. Abrams scores easily. Weimer to 3rd. And the Nats wasted no time against Trevor McGill. 4-3 Washington in the 9th inning.
There you see it. Curveball didn't do much. It stayed up in the zone, up out over the plate. And Garcia jumps all over it up through the middle. So 1st and 3rd, already a run in.
And Chris Hook on his way to the mound. It's been that kind of start to the year for Trevor McGill. Just doesn't look quite right. Hits Abrams on the 2-strike pitch. A bunt single, and now a single up the middle to bring in the go-ahead run. McGill's lone loss came in a game similar to this against Tampa Bay. 2-2 game. But the fight's not over yet. Got to keep them to just one at this point. Give your offense a chance. Easton McGee, who just arrived here, activated today.
Well, you got to figure another run comes in, it's going to be McGee. They want to keep McGill out there too long.
Bench runner, Wasim Nunez, will run for Garcia. Very fast runner now at first base.
Hit batter, bunt base hit, and then the hit brings in a run. This guy can fly.
So first and third, nobody out, and Yorbit Vivas at the plate. Shows bunt, gets it down. McGill coming home, bad toss, throws it away. Another runner's in, and the merry-go-round is on. And now the seam, or rather Vivas, didn't see the whole play, and he stays put at first.
Yeah, he was running all the way down the right field line, didn't realize what was going on with the ball at the backstop.
Well, McGill, I think he had an out here, Rock, if it's a good flip.
Yeah, he did.
Not close.
He did. He kind of shoveled it, didn't have it in his hand. He just kind of flipped it like that. And no chance for Contreras. Man, what an inning.
Turn it into a mess here. Vivas, it's fortunate for the Brewers he's still at first, but a threat to run. He reaches on a sacrifice. Still waiting on a scoring decision. It was an out of ordinary play for McGill, but it was an error.
Yeah, sacrifice and an RBI. I think they're going to give him an RBI. I mean, good throw, he's going to be out. Can't assume that though.
Millis drops a bunt down, same play, same chance, and that one shouldn't have been done. I don't know if McGill thought it was a forced play at the plate, but there was no chance he was going to get him there.
No.
And the inning continues. Death by paper cuts against the Brewers here in the ninth for the Nationals.
Just took a little bit too much time to get rid of it this time. And Nunez with really good speed able to score. But check that Garcia.
And that's it for McGill. 6-3 and still nobody out.
For Feldco.
Unravel quickly for the Brew Crew tonight. Playing the ninth inning. Still a chance, but let's see if Easton McGee can quiet down this mess. 3 runs are in.
Yeah, recalled today from AAA Nashville. Made 9 relief appearances with the Brewers last year. Let's see if he can get the Brewers out of this mess.
First and second, nobody out. 3 runs in. And James Wood at the plate. First ball swinging, pulls it foul into the net. All 3 batters credited with RBIs here in this inning. Garcia, Vivas, and Millis. Last 2 with bunts. 1-2 the count.
And all coming from the bottom of the order. It all started with the hit batter. 1 ball out of the infield.
Back-to-back sacrifice bunts, fielder's choices that end up as RBIs, and one of those was an error by McGill. Frustrating night for Trevor. Has not looked himself to start the season. His dominant self. Hard hit ball down the right field line. This might score 2. Into the corner it goes. Vivas will score easily. Millis will be held at third. And it's an RBI double for James Wood, who collects his 4th hit of the game. 7-3 Washington. Brewers have not recorded an out yet in this inning.
They're 4 runs in. You see the fastball right down the middle, and Wood hammers it down in the corner and right. So 4 already in with nobody out, and runners at second and third.
These runs belong to McGill. Infield is in. Curtis Mead, the batter. Ground ball to third. Renifo coming to the plate and got a play there for the out. First out of the inning. Running on contact was Millis. Put out 5-2. Got in on his hands, broke his bat.
Easy out. Good throw by Renifo and a good tag. Yeah, to get the first out of the inning.
Head first slide does a catcher a favor there. Gently applied by Contreras. Here's Dalen Lyle now. On the ground, double play ball. Flip it to the bag. Hamilton the first. Just like that, McGee gets out of it. But not before serious damage was done. Washington scores 4 in the 9th. 7-3 Nats. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last call for the Brewers.
Be smart. Check before you start.
Nats put 4 on the board in the 9th. 7-3 is our score as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. We're back at it tomorrow. Saturday night baseball. Griffin against Harrison is the pitching matchup tomorrow. Kyle Harrison moved up in the rotation. He and Woodruff are going to get the last 2 games.
How about that? The Brewers are going to be facing a lefty.
2 lefties tomorrow. Left-handed dominant lineup for both teams, so pitchers will have the advantage. Looking forward to seeing Kyle Harrison here at American Family Field. Clayton Beeter is on the mound for the Nats, trying to finish this one off. It's a non-save situation. 7-3 Washington as Sal Frelick leads away.
Off to a good start. Fastball slider. You can run it up there at about 97 miles an hour.
Native Texan Beeter played his college ball at Texas Tech. Nats got him from the Yankees last year. And it is easy cheese. He's got a little bit of that old, if you go back far enough, remember the old pitching machine they called the Iron Mike?
Yeah, straight over the top. And a good rotation, good spin rate.
Winds and fires. 2-2 on Sal Frelick.
Good life on it. Kind of good finish. Appears quicker than velocity will show.
Beeter was great for him last year. Pitched in 24 games. 20 of those outings were scoreless. 2-2 the count. The bullpen that has really struggled. This has been the reliable hand for first-year manager Blake Butera.
Yeah, this bullpen that has struggled has been pretty good tonight. Really good.
Frelick hanging tough. Again, not a save situation, but Beeter is their closer. 1 out of 2 in save chances this year. Pitching in his 6th game already. A team that is 4-8. You don't get many save chances. Little jam shot over to third base. House played over on the shift, makes a play for the out. And Frelick is retired. 1 away. Nats started out hot. They won 3 of their first 4. Did a number on the Cubs. Have dropped 7 of their last 8. But they're in control tonight with 2 outs to get. Blake Perkins looking for his first hit of the night. He did walk in the 4th. Beeter pounding the strike zone here. Got Perkins 0-2. And he goes. It's a strikeout and out number 2. And the Brewers are down to their last out.
Pretty good slider down and in. Couldn't hold up.
We're on the air tomorrow, 5:30. Brewers pregame with Craig Kashawn and Tim Dillard at 5:30 tomorrow night. We'll be on the air for first pitch at 6 p.m. Central. You can stream it or you can watch it on your cable provider.
You back tomorrow?
Best of both worlds. I don't know. We'll see day to day. I'm willing to come back if you authorize it.
No. Whose decision is that?
People don't know Rock makes out the announcer's schedule.
Yeah.
Hamilton bounces to second, and that'll do it. Nats with a comeback win. They jumped out early. Brewers then grabbed the lead. Nationals score 4 in the 9th, wiping out Jake Bauers' first inning 3-run homer. Craig and Tim will be down on the field at the Gruber Law Office's Sports Set. Brewers postgame presented by Freighter, and the Medical College of Wisconsin is coming up next. They'll break down the game and hear from manager Pat Murphy. It is the Nationals who are shaking hands tonight. The Brewers swept them in all 6 games last year, and in the first meeting, the Nats pick up the win. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.